shopping for somebody new.
He was looking at his underwear, lingerie, and things of that nature.
After JT had a beautiful blind date.
Just the back would have been cool with me. I could have walked around backwards with her all day.
And she gets to meet the family.
He said that he wanted me to meet his mom at his mom's club. I didn't know it was a strip club.
Will they have a change of heart?
I'm Chris Jagger. Welcome to Change of Heart. Let's meet today's couple, and in an unusual twist, their mutual best friend. It was 4 months ago when our couple met at school. She was sizing him up with her ruler and giving him high marks. Eventually, they spelled out their feelings for each other, and she's been sharpening his pencils ever since. Please welcome Sunita Wims, JT Taylor, and their best friend, Ricky McDowell. Welcome to the show. And Ricky, I know you know these guys better than anybody, and we're going to get your opinion about them in just a second.
Okay.
JT, I'm going to start with you first, though. Tell us how giving a person Sadita is.
Sadita doesn't give me anything.
Nothing.
So wait, you should always be like trying to give me something and expect something in return.
I break my back
I mean,
for her.
so
and
what?
it's like,
You
I get
break
nothing
your
in
back,
return.
but who
Nothing.
cares?
You got to give a little back, I guess, Sadita.
I mean, you always just
It's like, no.
Ricky, you're best friend with both of these guys here.
Yes.
What bothers you most about the way JT will handle an argument like this with Sadita?
all he does, he buys her. That's all he knows how to do. He buys her everything.
A buyer?
You buy her, he buys her. That's all he knows how
If
to
she
do.
starts, he just finds something to give her.
Friend
All he does is basically, I mean, I'm your best friend, but I was her friend first.
now
And
it's my
basically,
friend
if you look
first,
at
my
it, he
friend
buys her
first.
flowers, shoes, clothes, everything. That's
Right.
it.
Okay. Now, Sadita, if he's not buying your love, what else does he do when you disagree about something?
All he do is smother me, or he cries like a baby. That's all he cries like a baby.
Like a baby.
Well, he's sensitive?
What girlfriend doesn't want to be
No,
smothered?
wait a minute, but you're too sensitive.
Don't you think that shows that he cares a lot about you, or?
But, I mean, he shouldn't always do
nothing
that.
but
I mean,
love for it.
he
Too
always
much.
try to act extra macho, and he's not. He's really sensitive.
First woman that I've ever cared about, period.
So that means a lot to you.
Yeah,
Now,
too
Sadita, you said he smothers you, though. What do you mean by that? Like, too much all the time?
He smothers me. He wants to be with me 24/7, and then, I thought by going to school would, like, kind of make us separated, but he wanted to take the same classes with me.
Wow.
I want to be with my girl all day,
I
every
mean,
day.
Yeah,
I have
joined
a
at the
son.
hip.
I can't be with him 24/7. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now, Ricky, what about a lot of women, though, would actually like the fact that they want to be that close together all the time. What's Sadita's problem with this?
That's true. She uses him, but I mean,
That's my best
She
friend.
uses him,
That's
but
my
I
best
mean,
friend.
look at it.
Hold on.
I don't use them. I mean, I try to get what I could get, but I don't use basically.
JT, let me ask you about Sadita as far as sincerity goes. How sincere do you say she is?
Sadita couldn't keep a promise if her life depended on it.
So what? You just always want to make a promise
She
that I
makes
can't
promises
do.
that she'll keep promises and breaks that promise.
So she can't
How
even
does
keep that one.
She can't even keep the promises that she promises she'll keep.
So what? But you just, because you always want me to do something that I can't always do. You got to
Never.
understand
Well, then
that
you
I have
can't
a son
promise it.
and
She
just
can
can't
never
always
do.
be with
Now,
you
JT,
all
what
the
about
time.
when you guys are out and you're actually on a date? What's the biggest problem with her?
I can't get no loving in public.
No affection.
No holding
Because
hands,
it seems
no
like you
kiss,
always
no-
got to prove to
no
somebody.
anything.
You always got to prove to somebody, like your friends, that you're with me. You always
All my
got to
friends know I'm
always
with
just.
her.
He's trying to get some loving,
But
though.
when anybody else come around, you just always have to grab my hand or kiss me or something, just so you can prove it to everybody.
All right, wait, let me go to Ricky one more time here, because why do you think they're really good for each other?
I mean, they're inseparable, basically. They're so funny together. They bring just brightness into my life and everyone else's life. I mean, they're so great for me. They really are.
Sadita, what makes JT such a great partner?
Well, JT would do anything for me. If I told him to go outside naked with a leash on, he'll do it for me.
That's our boy, huh?
He just would, because he's that type of guy, and he's real sensitive, and he'll just send me flowers just because.
That's very nice. So why come on the show today, then?
Because I just got out of a 5-year relationship, so I just want to make sure that, you know, I could be committed to someone like that again.
And not just bouncing back. And
Yeah.
JT, what are you hoping to discover today?
Well, I called the show because, you know, we were developing feelings really fast.
Right.
I wanted to see how solid, you know what I'm saying, my love for Sadita really was.
All right, that makes sense. Now, Ricky, we're going to send you off because we're going to meet the dates, but we're going to have you come back at the end of the show before we get their decisions and
All
see what you
right.
have to say then.
Okay.
All right, now, coming up next, find out why JT was dropping his drawers before he and his date were even out the door. That's next. JT. JT wanted an attentive, flirtatious gal who wouldn't mind his sensitive side, so we found him a cuddly co-ed who loves a man who isn't afraid to show his true feelings. Give it up for Irena Benson.